Welcome to a realm where secret fantasies collide with reality in the most chilling way imaginable. In the seemingly perfect suburbia, Zephyr and Lorelei Blackwood appeared to have it all: a happy marriage, a charming home, and a life that many would envy. Yet beneath this picture-perfect facade lurked a dangerous game that would ultimately lead to a devastating tragedy. They sought to reignite their relationship through the thrills of a swinging community, a choice that might seem innocent at first. But as their secret escapades spiraled out of control, they found themselves entangled in a web of jealousy, insecurity, and an unthinkable crime. Why would a relationship that started as an adventurous escape end in a fatal confrontation? What dark corners of human nature are revealed when the boundary between fantasy and reality blurs? Stay tuned as we delve into the shocking story of a seemingly idyllic life that turned deadly. This is not just another crime story, it's a haunting lesson in the risks of living out secret desires and the catastrophic consequences they can bring. Prepare to explore the incredible twists and turns of a real-life drama that will leave you questioning how well you know the people around you. On the surface, Zephyr and Lorelei Blackwood appeared to be the picture-perfect couple living in a peaceful suburban neighborhood. Their lives seemed incredible, marked by the kind of harmony that most people only dream of. But beneath this serene exterior, they harbored a secret that added a twist to their seemingly ordinary life. They were active participants in a local swinging community. This unconventional choice, they believed, would reignite the spark in their marriage, bringing a sense of adventure and excitement back into their relationship. At first, the swinging lifestyle seemed to offer exactly what they were looking for. It brought new dynamics to their marriage, moments of thrill that they hadn't experienced in years. Imagine a couple like Zephyr and Lorelei seeking to rekindle their bond in ways that traditional advice often overlooks. For them, it was about exploring boundaries, both personal and relational, with the hope that it would lead to a deeper connection. In a world where people often seek incredible stories to break the monotony, their decision was both bold and unconventional. However, what began as an exciting journey into the unknown soon started to reveal the cracks in their relationship. The lifestyle that was supposed to bring them closer started to pull them apart. The emotional complexities of sharing intimate moments with others began to surface, particularly for Zephyr. He found himself struggling with feelings he hadn't anticipated: jealousy, insecurity, and doubt. As their involvement deepened, the incredible stories they had once hoped to create together started to take a darker turn, leading to growing tension between them. And so, the stage was set for the unraveling of their once perfect marriage. What had begun as a quest for excitement and renewal had transformed into a ticking time bomb, ready to explode with the slightest provocation. As their participation in the swinging community continued, Zephyr's discomfort grew, creating a silent rift that neither could ignore. This tension, like an unseen force, began to steer their lives toward a tragic and inevitable confrontation. As Zephyr and Lorelei continued their involvement in the swinging community, the initial excitement began to unravel into something much darker. While they had hoped this new experience would reignite their passion, it instead sparked feelings they hadn't anticipated. Zephyr, in particular, found himself grappling with a deepening sense of insecurity. Every time he saw Lorelei with another man, the incredible love they once shared felt more like a distant memory. You can imagine the internal conflict, where the desire for freedom clashes with the need for security, a tension many face when stepping outside their comfort zones. The swinging lifestyle, which once seemed like an incredible escape from the monotony of suburban life, became a breeding ground for jealousy and resentment. Zephyr's discomfort grew with each encounter, and it wasn't just about the physical interactions. It was the emotional connection Lorelei seemed to share with others that gnawed at him. This kind of jealousy isn't uncommon. It's a powerful emotion that can distort reality, making even the most innocent interactions appear like betrayal. It's a reminder that when boundaries are pushed too far, the mind can play tricks, turning trust into suspicion. For Lorelei, the thrill of swinging was initially an exhilarating escape, a way to explore the boundaries of their relationship. However, she began to notice Zephyr's increasing discomfort, though she struggled to address it. The unspoken tension between them started to build, with every lingering glance and every whispered conversation with another man becoming a source of unspoken conflict. This situation mirrors how many people face the challenge of balancing personal desires with their partner's emotional well-being, a tightrope walk that requires constant communication. This growing chasm between Zephyr and Lorelei set the stage for what would come next. Their once incredible bond, which had carried them through many of life's challenges, was now strained to the breaking point. The trust that swinging had tested was now unraveling, leading them down a path neither had anticipated. The dynamic that was supposed to bring them closer together was now pushing them further apart, and the tension was palpable, a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. The tension between Zephyr and Lorelei reached a boiling point during one particular swinging party, where their unresolved issues finally erupted into a heated argument. In the midst of the evening, when the laughter and music should have been a backdrop to their escapades, Zephyr couldn't hold back his frustrations any longer. The sight of Lorelei with another man sent him into a spiral of anger. It was as if all the jealousy, insecurity, and resentment that had been simmering beneath the surface suddenly overflowed. His mind clouded. The incredible love they once shared seemed irreparably fractured. As the night progressed, the argument followed them home, their words becoming sharper, cutting through the silence of their suburban sanctuary. Zephyr, in a fit of rage, confronted Lorelei about her interactions with other men, questioning her loyalty and love for him. The confrontation escalated quickly, with emotions running high, and before either of them realized it, things had taken a tragic turn. In a moment of blind anger, Zephyr pushed Lorelei, not intending to cause harm, but driven by a storm of emotions. The sound of her hitting the coffee table echoed through the house, a sound that would haunt Zephyr forever. It's a harsh reminder of how emotions, if left unchecked, can lead to irreversible actions. In relationships, especially those as complex as Zephyr and Lorelei's, communication is crucial. Yet, when jealousy and anger take the reins, rational thought often flies out the window. The swinging lifestyle, meant to be a thrilling adventure, had instead torn open wounds that neither was prepared to heal. It's a lesson many can learn from, how the pursuit of excitement can sometimes lead to unforeseen consequences if not navigated with care and understanding. As Zephyr stood there, frozen in disbelief at what had just happened, the reality of the situation began to sink in. The incredible, vibrant life they once shared had been shattered in an instant, leaving only regret and guilt in its wake. But this was just the beginning of Zephyr's nightmare. The events of that night would set off a chain reaction, leading to a police investigation that would uncover secrets and emotions even darker than anyone could have imagined. In the aftermath of that tragic night, the police investigation into Lorelei's death began to peel back the layers of their seemingly perfect life, revealing a complex web of emotions and motives. It was clear from the start that this wasn't just a simple accident. The detectives found themselves delving into the world Zephyr and Lorelei had created, a world filled with secrets, passion, and ultimately, betrayal. As they pieced together the events leading up to the incident, a picture of Zephyr's growing jealousy and Lorelei's quiet plans to leave him began to emerge. Zephyr's behavior had been erratic in the weeks leading up to the tragedy, with friends and neighbors recalling his increasing possessiveness over Lorelei. His once laid-back demeanor had turned tense, almost paranoid, especially whenever Lorelei interacted with other men. Lorelei, on the other hand, had been planning an escape. Digital communications between her and a close friend revealed her doubts about their relationship and her growing fear of Zephyr's temper. These messages painted a stark contrast to the couple's public facade, showing a woman torn between love and a desperate need for freedom. The discovery of these communications became a pivotal point in the investigation. It raised the question of whether Zephyr's actions were truly a crime of passion or something more calculated. Was the incident an unfortunate accident, or had Zephyr been driven by the fear of losing Lorelei to the point of premeditating her demise? The evidence gathered seemed to point in both directions, creating a dilemma for the investigators who were trying to piece together the truth from the fragments of the couple's broken lives. As the investigation deepened, the incredible complexity of human emotions became more evident. Zephyr was now faced with the possibility that what he had done in a moment of rage might be seen as a deliberate act, driven by jealousy and fear. The weight of this realization began to sink in, as the once simple narrative of a tragic accident started to unravel into something far more sinister. The case was now teetering on the edge, with the truth hanging in the balance, waiting to be uncovered. As we unravel the threads of this tragic tale, one thing becomes clear. The line between fantasy and reality can be perilously thin. The story of Zephyr and Lorelei Blackwood serves as a stark reminder of how the pursuit of excitement and novelty can lead to unforeseen consequences. Their incredible journey from a seemingly perfect life to a deadly confrontation underscores the importance of understanding the boundaries of our desires and the potential fallout when those boundaries are crossed. Are you aware of how your own choices might affect your relationships and your life? Have you ever stopped to think about the hidden dangers of living out your fantasies? It's crucial to examine not just the allure of forbidden thrills, but also the impact they can have on your emotional and mental well-being. Dive deep into the dynamics of your own life and relationships. Challenge yourself to understand the true motives behind your actions and consider the potential consequences before taking any bold steps. If this story has made you rethink your own path, share your thoughts and experiences below. And if you're eager to explore more intriguing and insightful content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for more incredible stories and lessons that can transform your understanding of the world.